today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Chicago Bears.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play. 2nd and
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run now with Gaskin, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tua now on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Bears take over first and 10.
So here are the Bears backed up to start their initial drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball,
But
right?
you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either. So one side was going to be cheering when he stepped back to throw it.
They did get the win, though. We'll see if they can parlay that into this week. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Number 24, the ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 122 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it'll be third down. Now back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
16 yards. First down, Bears.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. This is Gaskin on the carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Gaskin, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Tua with a throw complete to Parker. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Chicago.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Bears nothing.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Tagovailoa on the throw on second down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 58 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To Parker there for the Miami first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 and now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Going to the air. Tagovailoa looking for his running back, and he's got him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On 2nd down, Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Tua setting up shop to throw again, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
No gain, and it's second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other...
There, that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29, and they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And firing it deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that's incomplete.
Tunga Vailoa's pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here's Tunga Vailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
To return is Taylor. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taylor now returning it. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. That's the end of
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
a gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That is caught at the 7. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He'll look to throw, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
from the gun, it's Tua. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Chicago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 20.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going up top for Taylor. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant.
And a loose football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Tagovailoa's pass complete.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He'll buy some time right. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
They talk about mobility.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Tua now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Tua. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.